nos verán pistear. Una doble P.
Bienvenidos a un nuevo video, una nueva reacción. Estamos aquí para reaccionar a más de esta entrevista a Anitta. Vamos a ver qué tal está.
What are some of the things that you still find do bring energy down for people, or do bring our frequency and vibration down? Like, what is it for you that kind of feels that way?
I think comparison, to be compared with others, it's one of the, I think the most important thing right now that makes everybody go, you know, down, because we have the internet in our hands. And we're there, it was made to connect us, but we're not connected at all anymore. Instead of connecting, we're just falling apart and spreading ourselves, like, and just becoming judgmental and everything. And I just think when we look at other people's pages, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, instead of just getting an inspiration or like feeling happy for something, you start comparing and thinking, why I don't have this? I should have that. My life should be like this. I should, and then you never get to be yourself because you're so consumed by other people's lives and choices. And then you think you need to be this, or then you see another person, no, I need to be that. And then you say, oh no, I should be doing this. And never you can get with yourself and be like, what do I really want to be? What do I really want to do? And depending on all the other people that I know or that I follow, you know. And when we compare each other's, we are not being fair to us, to them, because we are born in different status, different countries, different body shapes. Society has so many rules to follow. Even with all the prejudice, racism, the opportunities are not the same. So you cannot compare somebody that is born in a country that doesn't have as much opportunities, structure, with a person that was born in a place that has 50 times more. It's super unfair. There's no balance. So when you put yourself in this unfair situation, I feel like your inner child gets mad at you. It's like a parent comparing two brothers, where a sister and a brother that were born in different times, different situations. They are not the same gender. And then imagine your parent doing that to a kid. That's what you are doing to your inner child.
Wow.
And then you feel sad, you feel frustrated, and your mind starts, because our mind works on the purpose of not letting us suffer, right? So when you start comparing, your mind starts creating this anxiety to think about solutions for you to not suffer. So for me, if I'm comparing myself with that person, what's the solution? I should do this and this and that so I can get close to what. And for me, it's too much. And I used to be like that. I used to compare myself the whole time with other singers. And then I decided to come out of Brazil, something that nobody was doing. In Brazil, we speak Portuguese, not Spanish. I was learning Spanish, learning the culture, learning English. So why I was comparing myself to people outside or to people in Brazil they were not even leaving Brazil. I was putting effort in something that, of course, I would need to step a little bit behind, leave Brazil a little bit. So of course I cannot compare with the people in Brazil, because they are putting 100% of the time. I'm putting 50, because the other 50 I'm here studying, learning other things. And I cannot compare with the people that speak Spanish or English, because they are in Spanish or English. They're not in Brazil 50% of the time, coming back to Brazil to give this. And I had this always comparing. And nowadays I just feel like, wow, I was so mean to myself. You know, it's not fair to do this to you, you know. And not even about the things that we can see, which is like nationality or physical type, but also family karmas, family traumas, you know, past lives, so many things that we cannot even know how hard it is for me or for you. It's just different.
Yeah, well said. Absolutely. I think you're so right that instead of connecting, we're comparing. And we get lost in that trap, and it feels like a prison.
Yeah.
And you kind of keep going round and round in a loop. I mean, speaking of comparing, you were saying that a few years ago, before an event, you would have been like doing so many things and doing all this. And now you're like, well, wait a minute, actually, I want to meditate. I want to do this. What changed?
When my song went #1 in the world, I worked so hard for that. I was the first female Latin singer to have a solo song #1 in the world. And it was just like I was everywhere. Everyone was listening to the song. Everyone was dancing to it. And then I got sick. I got super sick. And usually when I talk about that, people go like, but what was it? What? And we don't know. I just couldn't walk upstairs in my house. I was super tired. I wasn't strong. I couldn't breathe well. It was so many things. And then my bladder had issues. And then I did a blood test, and it was like a lot of cancer indicators. It was just a lot of things that was at the same time nothing, but it was so crazy. And then I tried everything. I stayed in the hospital for so many months, and just seeing all this success, and I was not happy at all. I was just in this internal fight with my duality, because I believe we all have this duality, which is our ego with our soul, you know. And then I met this shaman that she does this method called a pregnancy map. She gets all the informations from your mother's pregnancy when you were inside of her. And then she understands the way your brain works, the way how your soul, your inner child suffered, what are your fears, your traumas, your karmas. And then I went to her retreat for 5 days. No cell phone, no power, no light, nothing. Just nature, a lot of therapy, a lot of crystals, a lot of like rituals that are actually like meditation 3 times a day. And then to eat, we wouldn't eat with knife and fork. It was with the hands, to feel what we were eating, the food that was planted there, and we could be part of it, thinking about how this food was done, the whole process until it gets to our mouths and everything. So I was there, and this whole time, right, she tells you like things that you want to give up, leave, and things that you want to bring to you. And I was just you know, when you're so focused on what people are saying or what people are expecting from you, that you don't listen to yourself. I was kind of like that. And I was writing like, I talk too much, I'm very like outspoken, I'm always with different guys, I talk too much, dance too much, I'm very like extravagant, I move my hands too much, I did it. You know, when you just look at what people say about you and you just want to be less. I want to talk less, I want to be less, I'm too much. So I write all these things. And then what I want to be balanced, I want to be calm, I want to be patient, because my brother is very much like that. And my mom, it's fun because nowadays, me, my brother, my dad, my mom, we all went on this journey together, and my family too. So they all do sessions of Kundalini with me, family constellations. It's so good. But my brother was more of like a calm, patient, chill, like my mom. And I was very much like my dad. This party. As they divorced when I was 1 year old, my mom used to be more connected, and it was hard for me to understand when I was a kid. And nowadays I super understand, but it's not about nowadays. It's about when you were a child. She used to have this connection with my brother more, and I had more with my dad, but he was out. We didn't live at the same house. So that was very painful to me as a kid. So I wanted to be like my brother. And I didn't understand that the fact that we are different is the special, you know, me as a kid, of course. And then I put all those things and I was so confused. And the character, Anitta, and me as a person is so different. Because I think when the artist is an actor, it's easy for the audience to see the actor acting and understand, oh, that's a character. And I don't know how this actor is in life. For a singer, it's different because they see you doing that on stage or speaking in interviews, and they think, oh, that's the person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They don't understand that that's also a character that you made to protect yourself, that's your public character. But your real person is really different most of the times. For me, it was really
Ok, hasta ahí vamos a dejar esa partecita. Bueno, hablando un poquito de todo esto, o sea, de la situación cuando estuvo en el top mundial, que no la pasó tan bien en algunas situaciones.
No, o sea, literalmente enferma mientras estaba pasando el gran éxito. Qué
Tal
fuerte,
cual,
qué
después
fuerte.
salieron más cosas, ¿no? Canciones y lo que sea.
Pero ese
eso
momento en específico.
Sí, ese momento en específico no lo disfrutó tanto, se podría decir. La onda de su familia también, todo eso que contó.
Hablando un poquito más de eso nunca lo habíamos escuchado.
Sí, de
es
la
nuevo.
familia no. Sí.
Pues está muy interesante, a ver de qué más nos vamos enterando por ahí.
Tal cual.
Cositas. Bien, pues nada, eso fue todo por la reacción de hoy. Recuerden suscribirse al canal, dejar sus comentarios, irnos a seguir en nuestras redes sociales, ir a nuestras otras reacciones y esperen más. Nos vemos.
Y así yo poder ver si terminaré cantando en escenario o terminaré volviendo por el barrio.